Today, on Starfield Essentials, I review a paid creation that pairs well with a new free mod. This is Galactic Highway Network by TheMilkArtist. It costs 300 credits on creations. I'll give an overview of the mod, warnings, and my conclusion. My name is Richard. Let's get started. Overview. Recently, modder Hooligan83 released a new car mod based on the Toyota Supra Mk. It looked cool, but where are you supposed to drive a vehicle like this in Starfield? I remembered a Galactic Highway Network mod that I profiled in September 2024. The free version is no longer available, so I took a look at the paid version. Galactic Highway Network adds roads and/or parking lots to the following locations: New Atlantis, Aquila City, Cydonia, Gagarin, Neon, and Hopetown. This creation also adds a really short quest to New Atlantis. I'll cover that in the warnings section of the video. Let's take a quick look at each of these locations. I'll show a view from the map to get an overview, followed by some driving. Let's start with New Atlantis. This is one of my two favorite road networks. It completely encircles the city. Always love seeing New Atlantis like this. The scenery is beautiful, especially in good weather. There are two massive elevators that connect the lower portion of the city to the upper portion. Mods like this, plus the flying S-47 vehicle, really allow players to enjoy the scale and grandeur of New Atlantis. Okay, let's take a look at how you use one of these elevators. You have to drive up onto the platform. You might see that there's a couple of buttons there. Now notice I have to jump in the air with the Supra in order to exit the vehicle, and I have to jump again to get out of the ground. I'll mention that in my warning section of the video. So now we hit one of these buttons. I don't know if it matters which button you hit, but either one is going to activate the elevator. And now you are climbing up through New Atlantis. Unfortunately, the Supra is bouncing a little bit and some of the tires are sinking into the back. I didn't see that in all the locations, but it does happen on this first elevator, at least in my experience. And look at the nice view you have out there. Probably not the best idea to be wearing a pirate outfit while in New Atlantis, but it is the preferred outfit for my testing character here. So these are the elevators that you need to go from the lower part of the city to the upper part of the city. And it takes a little while, but eventually you get there. Now let's look at Aquila City. For this location, I'm switching to the Rev 8 because it's better suited for the terrain. The overview map shows that there are hardly any roads around the city. There are trail markers in several locations, but these can be a bit tough to identify while driving. I appreciate that Aquila is a rustic environment, but I'd like to see a better developed dirt trail system at least. Here we are, about to go off-roading in Aquila, even though we're supposed to be on a galactic highway. If you look closely, you'll see some of these markers. There's a couple, I'm passing one right now. There's another one, I just hit a tree. Although the markers were on either side. This, I imagine, is supposed to tell me where to go. It's like there's some more markers, and you kind of see, oh yeah, there's some wood there, but am I supposed to be going this way? It seems like I'm really far away from the city. You can see now why the Toyota Supra would not be working out here. And now I feel like I've gotten way off track. Where's the city? Somewhere off to my right. So I like the idea of having at least some kind of traversable dirt trail around Aquila City. As currently implemented, though, this doesn't seem to be working out that well. And I'm able to make use of some of the jumping capabilities and boosting up. I hit another tree. Yeah, and see, there's some more gateways, so perhaps this is supposed to be part of the trail, but I don't know. And then I get to what looks like a kind of a parking lot that you can go in through one of the gates. And that's it. Let's move to Cydonia on Mars. This is my other favorite road network, along with New Atlantis. The roads go all the way around the city. The location itself is industrial and otherworldly, while being grounded in the NASA punk aesthetic. Now let's take a look at driving around Mars. I like the look of Gagarin at night. You've got that Martian dust in the air, and you've got these cool signs that are lit showing you where you need to go on Mars. I think that's a nice touch. Looking ahead, we can see those lights, and they're going through that Martian dust, which looks neat. Plus the gravity isn't the same as Earth, so you get a little bit more action in whatever car you're driving. Here I'm again in the Rev 8 because it seems like it's an appropriate vehicle for traversing Mars as opposed to a Toyota Supra or whatever else I might choose. You have to be a little bit on guard here when you drive around Mars. There are more obstacles in the road, which is cool because It's not a sanitized environment like you might find in New Atlantis. And there's a lot more opportunities for taking left and right turns. Here's again another case of that cool lighting up ahead. I think I have driven this during the day, but I think driving at night really gets to show off some of the capabilities of the Creation Engine and just how good Starfield looks with its lighting. I also like how a portion of the road is really more of an access ramp. This makes driving this portion a bit challenging, but still fun. It would be cool to have this road connect with other important locations in this cell tile, like the Mars launch pad or Red Devil's headquarters. Now we come to Gagarin Landing on Gagarin. Aside from a parking lot, there doesn't appear to be any road here at all. Gagarin Landing is also a neat industrial site, but maybe it's too small to really justify having roads around it. Maybe it could use a bridge across the chasm near the second landing pad. Let's take a quick look at what's around Gagarin. First, when I was driving, I saw those arches, and I thought, oh, maybe that's what's going on. Maybe that's what I should drive through. Maybe... I actually think that might still be the case. I really don't know, because I saw that arch, and I saw an arch way off in the distance, and I thought, oh, that must be my other one, but now I'm going kind of far away from the city. I guess not that much farther, because I am near the landing pad. So I said, all right, let me start driving towards that archway. This must be what's created to simulate having roads around Gagarin. But I really don't think that's the case. After a disappointment at Gagarin, we're unfortunately going to be underwhelmed by Neon. This location only adds a drivable bridge from the landing pad to the security checkpoint. I suppose you could park your car there and jump in to roleplay a quick getaway. If the Neon Island by Mills Builds was part of your game, maybe you could have a bridge from the Neon platform to the Neon Island. Thankfully, every vehicle in Starfield is also a submarine. So if you jump off the edge, you could just boost around. Although I think I had to fast travel to get out of this mess. Let's finish our look at the road network by going to Hopetown on Polvo in the Valos system. Hopetown also has an incomplete road network around the city, but it's not too bad. I took the Supra around the perimeter to check it out. I do like the look of the roads in Hopetown. I like how there's some weeds there. I like that white and red checkerboard. I like how there are no dividers in the highway. There's no lines. You can boost to your heart's content. This is great for someone like me who's using a controller, and maybe my dexterity isn't all that great. Here we are coming up on a turn, having a little bit of trouble. Oh, look at that. I was able to skid around, not too bad. Hit the booster again. And I think we get a nice jump coming up here that oh no, not here. It's a little bit farther on. But this is kind of a neat design where the road leads you to some industrial areas, which makes sense if you're out there with a utility vehicle or something. And now we get to see how well the Supra performs sort of off-road. We have some dirt roads here. This is what I think we should have more around places like Aquila City and even Gagarin Landing. Just something like that. You can clearly see that it's a road. You can follow it. Oh, doing a little Dukes of Hazzard. We got a nice boost there. Oh, the Supra comes down, no problem. Yeah, this is good. I like Hopetown. It's not a complete loop, but it's pretty cool. One aspect that I like about the road around Hopetown is that it leads the player to a little shack holding contraband. Little POIs added around each city would make these roads more interesting. Next, warnings. This creation is pretty straightforward. I've noted concerns I had with the roads, but I have a couple other issues to mention. There's a quest included with the New Atlantis road network. Unfortunately, there's really nothing to it. I think it took me 5 minutes. It involves finding a vehicle that jumped off the road into the water and reporting that to a technician. I wonder if the TheMilkArtist included this as a test run for later work. Anyway, if you're expecting something more involved, you will not find it in this creation. I imagine some of you might be upset that this used to be a free mod. Aside from the super short quest, it seems to be the same as what I tried a year ago. I'm okay with the TheMilkArtist consolidating their work on creations. They still do have a free mod, Freightmaster Fleet, on Nexus Mods. That mod is also free on creations. The way I see it, this shows how the TheMilkArtist has been evolving their modding capabilities and strategy over the last 14 months or so. I have no problem with it. A second issue involves those of you who run other mods that modify cities. You'll most likely need a patch to make them compatible. For example, here's a patch for Hopetown Expanded that makes the two mods work together. Massive overhauls like New Atlantis Awaits by Checker90 may conflict with Galactic Highway Network. Let me know if you try them. There is one issue with the Supra mod that I have to mention. You cannot exit this car while it is standing still. In order to exit, you have to boost into the air and hit the exit button. When your character lands, you'll be partly sunk into the ground. jumping in the air will fix that too. I also had an issue with my modified Vasco getting stuck in the vehicle, so don't travel with him. Finally, conclusion. The bottom line for me is this. Do you want roads badly enough to pay 300 credits? While writing this script, I remembered a free mod that I profiled in June called Positively New Atlantis by modder Relentless Positivity. This mod, for PC only, adds long highway stretches extending outward from New Atlantis. So if you just wanted to blast along in a vehicle like I did in my previous video, you could do that. Personally, I really like the roads and elevators around Jemison and the road around Cydonia that you'll find in Galactic Highway Network. Hopetown isn't bad. The other three, Aquila City, Gagarin, and Neon, aren't that interesting. I would enjoy seeing an update to Galactic Highway Network to address my concerns. Adding proper roads, even if only open dirt, around Aquila City and Gagarin would go a long way towards strengthening my recommendations for this mod. Thank you, TheMilkArtist, for your work. And thank you to all my subscribers. Please consider subscribing to show YouTube that you enjoy positive and honest Starfield content. Special thanks to all channel members. I hope you're enjoying our private Discord server. If you'd like to know more about membership, click the join button on the channel. There is no obligation. I use your contributions to pay for drives for capturing footage and to buy creations like this one to review. What have you been doing in Starfield? Your insights make this channel a place for positive and honest discussion of the game. In addition to videos, I also post to the community tab for the channel on a daily basis. If you subscribe, you'll see these posts in your YouTube feed. If you made it to this part of the video, please leave a comment with the word Supra. Also, remember to ring the bell icon and select all notifications. Check out my other videos, and please tell your friends about the channel. My name is Richard. I will see you in the Starfield.
What's cooking, good looking? Onward, Space Captain!